For running a small group, I think you have some options. One, you can give them each a retainer, and this retainer could be a level or two below them, or it can even scale. Maybe they start off at 0, then when they go to second level, the retainer goes up to 1, but then it's maybe not till fourth level, the retainer goes up to second level. Something like that to keep it simple and easy, since in this case you're using sort of a milestone type system where they're leveling up at the end of adventures. In general, when I'm running for a small group, I don't tend to change the game very much. What I end up thinking about is, well, what it constitutes an adventure. What something that, say, Fafhrd the Great Mouser might do is going to be different than Fellowship of the Ring. So I try to find things like that, right? I try to plan accordingly. So if they're a duo, well, they're taking on tasks that are suitable for duos, but maybe it would be too much for them if it was a four-man job, so to speak. Whereas if they have four people, they can take on a bigger task. So you can scale that concept of the adventure as the unit of leveling by thinking about what is a two-person adventure versus what is a four-person adventure. And in that way, it kind of does build in the cost of the retainer, since the retainer adds to the difficulty of what they'll need to do to level. I think that'd be an easy way to do it. And that way, if the number of players change, if other things change, you don't have to muck around with messing around with a bunch of rules and changing things back and forth. It just becomes of, okay, what is an adventure for their level with X amount of players, and then go from there. There are other things you can do. Of course, you can have them control multiple characters. I tend to not want to do that. I think that's maybe just a personal personal thing on my part. And of course, depending on how you treat the retainers, they can have control of those if you want to do it like that, or you can have control. I think with retainers, I at least want to have something written in to basically let the players know that, hey, you can control them if everything's going well, but if you do mistreat them or something else happens, you might lose control of them. Because I think that's part of the whole retainer idea, is that they're not just yours to spend as you will, but they're their own player, so to speak. Good luck with your game. Game on. Talk to you later.